الله صار الحين العقد باسم QF، وإن شاء الله يكون دائما احنا قاعدين نمشي على نفس العقد اللي كان العام، وإن شاء الله يعني نستمر في العمل، وهدفنا أن يكون هناك مشاركة لجميع الجامعات في البرامج الرياضية. وأشكر الأخوان في الاتحاد على مجهودات طيبة.
هالسنة عندنا 7 فرق، النساء والرجال. كيف بتشوف البطولة عن السنة الماضية؟
إن شاء الله بالنسبة لهالسنة البطولة إن شاء الله الأسبوع الجاي بتبدأ، وإن شاء الله متفائلين خير، وإن شاء الله تكون نفس ما يقولون بطريقة جديدة. والبطولة هذه يميزها عن العام أن الأخوان في الاتحاد جزاهم الله خير ما قصروا، وقاموا بعمل إعطاء أبديت عن اللوائح وعن القوانين حق المدربين وحق المسؤولين عن الفروق الجامعات. فهذا الشيء إن شاء الله سيفيد البطولة ويثريها إن شاء الله بأشياء إيجابية إن شاء الله.
والاتفاق هذا شيء مهم لباسكت، للجامعات، للعيبة، لQF، لقطر باسكتبول فيدريشن. قديش بتشوفها هي مهم يعني هذه الاتفاقات تزبط مع بعض؟
بالنسبة للاتفاقية والهدف الرئيسي هو بالنسبة لنا برامج رياضية إن هدفنا نشجع الشباب والشابات على ممارسة الرياضة. أيضا الأخوان في الاتحاد يعني ما شاء الله هم متواجدين. إذا كان وأنا اللي أعتقد أنه صار تقريبا عندنا بنتين في المنتخبات الوطنية، فإن شاء الله هذا بالنسبة لنا يعتبر شيء إيجابي، ونتمنى إن شاء الله أن يزيد العدد ويفيدون ويثروا المنتخبات.
قلت لنا بالبطولة تبلش 6 أكتوبر، وين راح يلعبوها وبأي وقت؟
البطولة إن شاء الله بتكون في قطر فاونديشن في مركز الطلاب بالمسمى الحالي ملتقى القاعة الداخلية. تكون تبدأ إن شاء الله من يوم الأحد، تبدأ من الساعة 6:30 مساء. تكون على مباريتين، وأيضا السيدات يبدأون إن شاء الله من يوم الاثنين نفس الحالة، و7 فروق. وإن شاء الله المكان نتمنى زيارتكم للمكان، مكان متميز، كل المرافق موجودة حوالينا، الأكسجين بارك حوالينا، جميع أنواع الفاسيلتي اللي تساعد الناس يمارسون الرياضة.
شكرا حبيبي.
الله يحفظك.
While he's talking. Amy Johnson. Okay. Step right up here, Amy.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
You're going to hold
okay,
that?
You can hold
I
it
can
if
hold
you
it.
want, because you're going to be the main subject.
Okay.
So, Amy Johnson, first of all, welcome to the press conference.
Thank you for having
and
me.
welcome to the Qatar Basketball Federation.
Thank you.
Can you tell me about the new partnership that you've taken over from HBKU with the Federation, and what does this mean?
So we're really looking to expand sport in general across the university sports across Qatar, and we really believe that together, if we work together collectively with all universities across Qatar, we can really achieve amazing things for all university students. So we're really excited to continue this partnership with Qatar Basketball Federation and Qatar Foundation, and hope to see some incredible transformations with all of our youth in this league.
How important is this to universities and players who participate?
They'll speak for us actually, and I hope that at the end of this we'll get some great feedback. I think it's really important again for university students to have that health and wellness and that outlet, and sport is a wonderful way to make sure that people can stay healthy, again both in physical and mental ability. So I think it's really important, and again I'd like to see at the end of this how happy they are and what we can do better next year.
You have both male and female divisions.
Yes.
7 teams in each division.
Yes.
What's the agenda for the years to come?
What we're really looking to do is to make sure that, again, university sport is seen not only locally, regionally, but internationally in Qatar as a place to really develop yourself. So you can come here to Qatar for education, and you can come here also for sport and the leagues that we have, and we want to make sure that the leagues are at the strongest level. So again, the competition is high, the feedback that we're going to be getting hopefully is going to be really helpful to everyone to engage with, and again we hope that we can just strengthen university sports in Qatar so that people can see, again, Qatar as a destination for education and sport.
3-on-3 has become such a popular sport.
Very much.
Not only popular, it's become now an Olympic sport. Are there any plans with the QF to work with the QBF or Solo to enhance the sport of 3-on-3?
I think everything's on the table right now, and I think what we want to do is get this league started and this year kicked off. And as I said, inshallah, we'll see what the future holds. We're really excited about, again, university sports in general. Within community development, which is a division of Qatar Foundation, we have a new sport programming team. And the reason we did that is because we want to make sure that, again, we can elevate sport in general across our students across the country and across everyone's platform. So, very important.
We are talking about Qatar Basketball Federation, your partnership. Are there any partnerships with other federations, or this is it?
Good question. We've got various relationships across various sports. This is a really important one for us. Basketball is important. We also have something with the Football Federation. So, yeah, again, all federation sports are very important, and we're looking to further develop those. But our relationship with QBF, I feel, is strong, and we'd like to continue to grow that.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for your time.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Awesome. Nice. يلا. لا شوف إذا محمد أو بدك تعمله بعد We'll start very shortly. Let them set up. I'll do a quick interview with Muhammad.
I have not even trained on a single play.
It's very easy and it's good you speak English. Welcome.
Is it in English?
Yeah,
definitely. No training needed. How are you doing?
Very nice to meet you.
What's your name?
Thank God, Samuel Ricker. Thank
Nice
God
to
you
meet
speak English.
So if I spoke Arabic, could you refuse the interview?
No, I've been. They made me ask questions in Arabic, and my Arabic is. I live in Australia all my life.
Fantastic. So. You and I speak
Excellent.
better English.
Excellent. And this is going to be the best interview I think I've done.
Can I just ask about the questions before?
I don't know what they are, to be honest, but I'll tell you. I'm going to tell you. Tell me about the partnership between yours, QF, and the QB Qatar Basketball. Tell me, what does it mean? For example, how important is it to the players' universities? How important is it visually to other federations?
Yeah.
Things like this. I will go off what you answered.
Visually.
So thank you, Mr. Muhammad, for your time this afternoon, and welcome to the Qatar Basketball Federation and our press conference here. I want to start, can you please tell me how important is this new partnership that you have, and if you can describe it to us, with the Qatar Basketball Federation and Qatar Foundation?
So we've always had a partnership with the Federation. We have been working very closely with them in the past to activate different programs, to activate different competitions. They're considered a very strategic partner. And in QF, we seek for our partners within other ecosystems to enrich our students' experiences. So what the Federation is doing is not only is it training our students, and hopefully they're going to be cultivated to be great sportsmen in this sport, but also they're supporting us build the ecosystem within education system. City, apologies.
So what type of experience do you expect your students who are participating in this event to get from it?
Well, to be quite honest, I look for two things. I look at upskilling our students' skills when it comes to the sport, and providing them with more opportunities to practice and to develop those skills. So these are the two things that we're focusing on. From a student's perspective and from Qatar Foundation's perspective, these are more competitions that are going to be taking place. You're widening the ecosystem, so they're not only going to be students within education system competing with one another, but it will allow them to integrate within that bigger ecosystem of other people that they can compete with.
So how does this tournament, for example, fare with the players that participate outside university? How does it affect their normal day of life?
Outside of the university, well, perhaps I can take you back to the objectives and what it is that we believe. We believe that sports, healthy living, and lifelong learning is very important. And I see basketball basically filling in all of these three objectives. So outside of the university, as they're playing the sport, or whether they're engaging in any kind of sport, this is a building of character. They get to build grit, they get to build perseverance, it also helps their communication skills to a certain extent. But it also allows them, and which I'm very proud of, is to integrate with a bigger community. That's very important. Our community is not our students only, but we've got a bigger community that we live within. So they are basically ambassadors and advocates to what we believe in, and at the same time they're learning and developing.
By the end of the event, tournament, championship, whatever you want to call it, how do you think the students will react?
That is a very good question. We're hoping that they're going to react very positively. We're going to hope that they would want to do this over and over again. I'd want them to basically be professional basketball players. And we're hoping that they will get the trajectory or the opportunity, if not just to be healthy, but to also pursue something that they like basketball.
Two girls have already made it to the national selection team.
That's right.
Although they haven't played for the team
yet.
Because not yet. What are you hoping in the coming years?
I want to see them go international. I want to see them. I want to see them win for the country. I want to see them achieve for the country. And not only that, I want to see them influence and be great role models to the youth in this country. When we have people that are when we have students that have left or finished their career trajectory and become professional football or basketball players, they are becoming role models to the youth that are within the community. So I'm very excited for them, and I really can't wait to see where they will end up in their journey. And I really hope they're going to be inspiring the other generations to come and the other students within Education City.
We are talking about the partnership with QBF.
Yeah.
Do you have any partnerships with other federations, or this is it?
We do have partnerships with Qatar Olympic Committee, with other federations as well. There are some that are not formalized, but we work with them on a constant basis. So our job is to constantly look at the different individuals that can impact us and partner up with them. And the Olympic Committee has been fantastic in doing that, supporting many of our initiatives in the past.
More supportive than the QBF?
I think they're all one family. They're all trying to do the same thing, but in different fields, respective fields, and we really appreciate that.
Oh, we appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Anytime. Please delete any bloopers. Make me look good.
You've got live. You've got live.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Honored guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome to the Qatar University's Basketball Cup press conference. I would like to acknowledge our special guests, very esteemed indeed, the Honorable Secretary General of the Qatar Basketball Federation, Mr. Ali Al-Maliki to my left, the Honorable Executive Director of Outreach and Institutional Advancements at Qatar Foundation, Mr. Muhammad Fakhru. Also, we've got the QBF's Technical Advisor to my right over here, Jesus Maghulas, is that correct? And the Sports Programming Specialist at QF, Mr. Hamad, there, Shaiba. And finally, but a very warm welcome to the Community Engagement and Operations Project Director, Miss Amy Johnson. I just want to let you know briefly, quickly, we are all here for the Qatar Qatar Basketball Universities Cup. It is the premier league for Qatar for universities, and we're into the third edition now of the championship. The competition is an incentive for all universities to compete at an advanced level, seeking to win the championship and calling themselves the Qatar Basketball University Champions. To tell us more about the new initiative and the new partnership that we have, I'd like to pass the microphone off to Mr. Ali Al-Malik.
الرحمن الرحيم. السادة الحضور، السادة الإعلاميين، السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. من دواعي سروري بأن أرحب بكم جميعا في المؤتمر الصحفي الخاص ببطولة الجامعات النسخة الثالثة. تعتبر الرياضة هي أحد الركائز لرؤية قطر 2030، ولذلك رأى الاتحاد القطري لكرة السلة بأن يولي اهتماماته بنشر اللعبة على جميع المستويات، حيث تم الاتفاق مع كذا مؤسسة حكومية وخاصة، وبالأخص بالذكر جامعة حمد بن خليفة والجامعات الأخرى المتفرعة من مؤسسة قطر وباقي المؤسسات ليكونوا شركاء في انتشار رياضة السلة على جميع الأصعدة وبشكل أفضل. وأخيرا نتمنى للفرق المشاركة في بطولة الجامعات التوفيق والخروج بأفضل صورة بإذن الله، وشكرا.
So I'd like to thank you, Mr. Ali Al-Maliki. I'd like to pass the microphone on to Mr. Hamad Al-Fakhru. Amy? Okay, Amy wants to jump in, so we'll give her.
Closer, there we go, closer. We just wanted to thank everyone for coming here today to be a part of this University Basketball League. Sport within universities is incredibly important globally around the world, and we want to make sure that the level of competition that we have here in Qatar is at the highest level as well. So thank you very much to the Qatar Basketball Federation for supporting not only Qatar Foundation, but all of our amazing schools that we have in Qatar. And we'd like to thank everyone for being here today and wish all the students that are participating good luck and a great year. Thank you.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أول شيء احنا فخورين بهذه المبادرة وفخورين إن نقدر نتكاتف مع جميع الأطراف المعنية بالذات معاكم ومشاركين في ذلك. If you don't mind, do you mind if I also introduce and just to make sure that we can address this to our English-speaking audiences. First of all, I want to start by thanking you guys for coming today. This partnership is a very important partnership. And we are obviously here not only because we believe in sport and healthy living, but we also believe in sportsmanship. We have the opportunity to share that with our students within the education city. Thanking our partners and our colleagues for supporting us.
Thank you very much. Tassus, would you like to say something? Tassus is our technical advisor for the QBF and for the tournament. If you have any questions, we'll hear from you as soon as Tassus finishes.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. For my part, we had an excellent last season. We had our ins and our outs, but at the end I think everybody cooperated in the best way, and in good faith, everything worked together. Just one run a bit regarding the things that, small things that are important. That, for example, we begin on this Sunday, October the 6th, for the men's and women's category. Men category will begin on Sunday and will play Sunday and Tuesdays, where women's category will be played on Mondays and Wednesdays, 6:30 and 8 o'clock are the times. Please, we are not late, so we'll not be late also this season. The game days, you saw the participants, we have 7 teams that will participate from the men's category and 7 from the women's category. We run a lot of things, we change a lot, and we have excellent initiatives for this year. So all the players, all your students, they're not professional basketball players, can participate in act of a good faith from each and everyone. It's a round robin. Each university will play against each other. Then we'll go the first 4 teams will qualify to the playoff round. Each playoff series, it's best of 3. It means that you need 2 victories to qualify to the final. One final game, both for men and women category, will determine who will be the champions. And we discussed about the new rule, about the professional player. And let's say that last year we had the winners of Qatar University, who won the men's category, and Texas A&M won the women's category.
Thank you, Tassus, and thank you to all our honoured guests and speakers up here this morning, and thank you for your patience, and also thank you for your attendance. We really appreciate it, especially having the Outcast channel here. We open now the floor to yourselves. So if you have any questions about the technicalities or the format of the championship, you want to speak to our special guests about the new, what this new partnership means, they're all here. Take advantage of them while they sit here in front of you.
Alex has got a question. All good, all good. When exactly are we starting? When exactly are we starting?
6th of October.
6th. Where exactly, where is the venue? Sorry?
Before Student Center, now we call Mumtaka.
Thank you.
Perhaps to answer your question more loudly, the location is going to be in the Mumtaka Student Center, Qatar Foundation, and will be taking place hopefully on Sunday.
Thank you.
6:30.
What are we taking this to the next step? As we're going to compete like overseas or outside of Qatar, or this is going to be just indoor?
That's a very good question.
You know, this is something that we haven't discussed, so I'm going to speak maybe on behalf of everyone. I think in general what we're really hoping to do is to elevate all university sports and teams across Qatar. And so right now, the best way that we believe that we can do that is if we all work together with all the schools and elevate this. Inshallah, we can take it international as well, but we want to really continue to build what we have here and then, again, take it to the next level afterwards. So good question. Definitely on our radar.
بالنسبة حق سؤالك كابتن ماجد، احنا اوريدي بصدد عمل اتفاقيات مع دولتين اللي هم عمان والكويت، ان شاء الله راح نوقع معهم السنة، ونتمنى ايضا طبعا مشاركة المنتخبات اللي هو الجامعات المنتخبات في نفس البطولة باذن الله.
Group photo.
Thank you all very much. We'll take a group photo now, and then we'll do the interviews.